So how do you go about reconstructing the historical Jesus? And could you describe the methodology you use in that process?
Well, I mean, just to go back a bit further on this is I've bought into quite heavily the idea that the traditional criteria for authenticity are not completely dead, but they're more or less they're of minimal use for reconstructing Jesus. So we could say something like multiple attestation, something that's attested in sources and forms across the synoptics, say, or if you want to include John and Thomas, do so. I mean, at best takes you back to pre-gospel material, pre-gospel tradition, and that's fine by me. I mean, I don't think it doesn't prove anything that the historical Jesus did or didn't do something with. I mean, for a start, with multiple attestation, you've got miracles. Something like the criterion of embarrassment, likewise. I mean, maybe there's stuff in there that they wouldn't have invented a gospel writer. I think you can make that case in one or two instances. But the idea, I mean, something like Mark's gospel isn't embarrassed by what happened in the return to Nazareth, for instance. He doesn't seem to be particularly embarrassed by the baptism of Jesus. Would he have made them up? I guess there's a case to be made that he might not, but again, it's limited. I mean, embarrassment's in the eye of the embarrassed, so to speak. And if Mark doesn't show any signs of embarrassment, is that embarrassment? Now, we could say that Matthew might be embarrassed by a tradition Mark has, or John's embarrassed by a tradition the synoptics have, or whatever, but that's not taking us back to the historical Jesus necessarily. So for these reasons and plenty of others, I'm a bit skeptical about the traditional criteria. That we can start talking about themes and issues that might be early. I can't prove whether the stuff went back to historical Jesus or not, but I think I can make a case for certain ideas and themes and issues being present in Galilee around the time of Jesus. So, I mean, I can